and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the North Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to Seaworld's Orca Encounter. My name is Maria, and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals.
Kita ba naman din ako?
There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will help give you a better understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and Porky and Orchid will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Wow!
BCC host.
Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are in this white patch, but that's actually a visual distraction. Their eyes are located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on the top of the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, which helps stabilize the orcas as they swim and helps regulate their body temperature. The flippers on either side of the killer whale's body are pectoral flippers, used mainly for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the killer whale's tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them close to speeds of 30 miles per hour. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at Seaworld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well.
Look at that, the bird.
This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at Seaworld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. A pectoral slap is used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pet slap to get her calf's attention. They breach. Hawks are how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings as they hunt. That killer whales use in the wild and right here at Seaworld.
Look at that. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Wow, yeah, okay. Look at that, look at that, look at that. No, that's uncle.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Orca demonstrates his behavior right here in front of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves crashing over floating sea ice, knocking unsuspecting seals into the water. Watch as our whales demonstrate this wave-making technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed all around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you really can't imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand.
Oh my
Well, luckily for all of you, you now get to experience the power of
Look at that,
the
look at
killer
that, the
whale
splash, look at the
tail.
splash.
But watch out,
Oh,
the
no.
water is a chilly 55
Oh, look at the splash
degrees.
now. Oh, look at the splash. Be careful. You watch. Look at that.
Ready?
Mommy, the big splash.
Look at the big splash. Look at the big splash. There you go. Look at that now. Look at the splash. Good. Oh no.
Everyone, you got to experience the killer whale.
Oh wow.
Whales are found in all over the world, from the coastline to all kinds of prey, including other whales. On the screen, you'll see the blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how does a whale Nakai size prey on a whale that blue whale size out in the wild? Well, it's because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's how they teach their young to hunt and to develop their skills as they grow. Killer whales are often seen showing their playful side out in the wild and right here at Seaworld. Porpoising is when a killer whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. like whales in British Columbia.
You okay? After this one.
Whales in the wild are often seen imitating each other. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are constantly learning
Look at
from
na.
and mimicking each
Imitate
other.
the ano na. First. See? That.
Playful behavior has a purpose. For example, a tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today, I think these whales will be stunning all of you.
Look. Ayaw lagi na.
We interact with our whales all day, every way, to share trusted relationships and to provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. All of our whales take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, you can ask the whales to roll over and to present their tail for us to obtain a blood sample to monitor their overall health. Whales can even slide out onto a scale, as you can see Orcas doing in the video right here. We weigh our whales once a week to make sure the younger whales are growing properly and the adults are maintaining a healthy weight. We can even obtain a breath sample from their blowhole. And all of these relationships are possible because of the trusted relationship we have built day after day here at SeaWorld.
I know.
Now I'd like to introduce you to a very special
No.
whale. Coming up front here is Orchid. She was the first killer whale born right here at SeaWorld San Diego. Everyone give a round of applause for Orchid! Now Orchid is a very intelligent and athletic whale. She inspired millions and has participated in research projects helping her wild counterparts. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations.
Got the heart
In
rate.
another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living
Bata,
here,
tanggalin kasi.
including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists were able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states.
Yeah, coming. Right there na.
Other research
Coming.
has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale,
this one
we
is
can
so hot.
protect the future of the Orcinus orca
Stay like that.
and
Yeah, we go now.
this
We're done.
beautiful
We're done.
planet that we all share.
Okay, let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Did you see the whale tumbling up right there?
Thank you all for joining us today for Orca Encounter.
See, it's done. It's done.
Hope
It's
you
done.
gained a better appreciation for these amazing animals and hope you have a great rest of your day at SeaWorld.